still remember it. I was pulling into the little theater and I was thinking, I am terrified. This is awful. I don't want to do this. I don't have to do this. This is volunteer. I was like, what are you even doing, Kristen? Living almost 40 years without trying to do something that you have wanted to do your entire life. What are you waiting for? Here's the thing, my whole life. Since I can remember, I wanted to be an actress and a singer on stage. And then I'd go see something with my parents and just cry at night. I remember being 12 years old and laying out on the grass. I want to do that, but I'm not going to ever because I'm too scared to try. Like literally, I thought I could never. Like people would say, you should try for that. You should. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. And I'm just going to live with the regret. And I was okay with that, sort of. Always scared, always upset about it because I knew I did not have the courage to try out. Even in college, they did Sound of Music. Dream role, Maria. I had a voice teacher. I was a music major. Said, you should audition. Again, I was like, no, no, no. No, I couldn't. To me, it was more about being perceived as I was good enough to audition for something. And I didn't want to look that confident, I think. Why? Why are women like that? You know, with singing, you never know what could come out. You might burp. You might have to swallow all this out. To me, those things were terrifying. And then what if I get up there and I'm terrible? A good friend of ours said, hey, we have season tickets to Rogers Little Theater, and they're doing Oklahoma. Why don't you come with? So we went to see that. It was awesome. Okay, I live here. They're doing musicals, and I looked at the schedule that the auditions coming up. Okay, I looked at, well, of course, by the time it came around, I was like, no, no, no. I have a good life. I'm fine. I'm fine. I sing at church. I'm good. I don't want to do it. I realized, like, what are you even doing, Kristen? Living almost 40 years without trying to do something that you have wanted to do your entire life. What are you waiting for? Here's an opportunity right in front of me. What am I even doing if I'm almost 40 and gonna go, no, I'll wait till I'm 50. Maybe when I'm 50 or 16. I still remember it. I was pulling into the little theater and I was thinking, I am terrified. This is awful. I don't want to do this. I don't have to do this. This is volunteer. And I thought of driving back home to my family and them saying, how'd it go? And me going, I didn't do it. And I told a friend of mine, and specifically, her name is Holly. She's one of those friends, well, the opposite of me. She always kind of knows what to do. I remember her saying, good for you. Let us know how it goes. I thought, I don't want to call Holly and say, I didn't do it. I chickened out. I couldn't do it. Because I knew she'd be like, what? I would have gotten over with my family. I could have come home and said, leave me alone. I didn't do it. It's scary. But I couldn't do it to Holly. You know, when you learn to ask yourself the right questions, like, what is the worst thing that can happen? I finally hit on that, and that was like a turning point. If I could have thought through the worst thing, would just sounding horrible, I don't know, some horrible emotion probably. But then if I would have gone one step further, oh, and I was mortified, I went on my way, I lived my life. Nobody died, nothing happened. Like, what's the worst thing? So they think I'm horrible, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna go in and do the freaking thing. I'm terrified. Just do it. Just do it. I need to clarify, I didn't when I made this video originally. The secret is get past the wall that your brain has thrown up when you imagine the horrible thing happening. Like for an audition, the thing that always stopped me cold was imagining me standing on a stage and being awful. It's terrible. And like the faces of the people going. And I never went past that because my subconscious, I was like, that's enough. It's humiliating. It's a horrible feeling. Never want to do it. But once I said, that's the worst that could happen, break that wall down and say, okay, let's say that happened. Standing there and that has happened and it's so horrible. It's a horrible feeling, but that will pass. It means that what I'm letting stop me for my whole life was fear of some people, their opinions, people who I didn't even know who they were going to be, just strangers' faces. And when I realized that's the fear, imagine going past it, going, okay, that was terrible. That's the worst that can happen. That shouldn't affect your whole life. And I had let it until I was 40. And it's liberating. It's hard, but it's way harder to live with regret your whole life. Sea glass. This is DIY paint. I'm a retailer. It's clay-based. I auditioned though. It was terrifying. It was horrible, but I did it. I mean, and I got cast. So I did get to actually be in the Sound of Music. I was the Reverend Mother. God threw it a bonus. My son Landon was in it. He was Kurt. And that was the hugest blessing. Of course, he was not thrilled, I'm sure. He was probably 12, 13. Let's go to rehearsal. Poor Landon. And I did 12 shows after that. Loved it.
Now it's time for something better. And time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away.
There's regret, and I don't want you guys to have regret. Wishing you could go back and do something differently, and you can't. God was giving me this clear picture of what regret is so that I can try moving forward to avoid that. Don't let strangers or people you know keep you from doing something you're supposed to do. For example. But if you're waiting to do something, just know that you're robbing yourself. The blessing that would come from it is what I did was miss the opportunities that I could have had because I was afraid of someone saying, hey, she's not good. And we don't want to sit on regret and stay there forever because that's pointless. God does not call us to live by fear. Like he literally says, don't live by the spirit of fear. Live by the spirit of power. Don't wait. Don't wait too long. Because God can make beauty out of ashes. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Mixed emotions, the first step is always hard. When you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with a